G'day, Steelers Nation. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. That was a fun stream, man. That was an awesome game, awesome time. We had like over at one stage, I think 80 people or 70 something people in the chat. Crazy times. Man, here's my first like knee-jerk initial reactions. And I know everyone calls it knee-jerk reactions, so I've got to try and think of something different. But this is my real first thought of like what just happened. First of all, this team is completely different from last year. And when I say that, they're more physical, they're more hungry for the football, they're ready to compete. Omar Khan, Tomlin, those guys have really got this team together. They really have. The first drive was amazing. The first drive was something that we could hope to see, that we can go on a playoff run. We can win games, 12, 13 games or whatnot. We can win the division. The first drive was fantastic. Kenny Pickett went, I think, 7 for 8 or 6 for, let me double check. Kenny Pickett went 6 for 7, 70 yards. He found Deontay Johnson. Also, I do want to say, I do understand there's Deontay Johnson. You know, people dislike him. He can't hold the football, this, and this. He's a pretty good football player. Let's put it that way. His route running is fantastic. The way that he was making those catches, he got 3 catches and 3 times targeted for, I think, over 30-something yards. Checking back to ESPN, 30 yards. So the first drive was pretty good. They went down the field. They used Deontay. They used Freiermuth. Kenny Pickett looks good in the pocket. He really does. He also looks good outside the pocket. Kenny Pickett also looks good on the field by throwing the football. Looks great. So the first drive, we saw 7-0. I thought, like, man, this team, something feels different around it, right? Now, let's go on. I want to talk about some players that I think stood out. And I think that were playing some, like, good snaps, good football. I do want to give a big shout out to Quan Alexander. I thought he was fantastic. Quan Alexander made 3 big tackles, 2 for a loss. There was 1 tackle that he got flagged and he led with the head. Don't really understand that. I don't get that. I thought that was a bad penalty. I actually thought most of reffing in this game was really bad. Didn't like it. Who else stood out for me? I think Keanu Benton on the defense stood out. And I will be all over the shop, but I thought Keanu Benton stood out. And also let me know how you thought the game. I thought this team was willing to play. I know it's preseason, but something feels different. It's a new era. Kenny Pickett out there was throwing dimes. We also saw Mason Rudolph threw a massive dime over to Calvin Austin. His speed is fantastic. He like cut to the inside and the next time went boom, see you later for like a 60-yard pass or whatnot to the end zone. Who else played good? I thought that the like position battles we saw pretty much saw at the start was like you had Pickens, Deontay Robinson, the starting O-line. You had Najee Harris in there, I think, for 1 or 2 snaps. You had Warren in there too. Those are the kind of guys that are going to be there. Then you had, I think, McFarland played pretty well. He played pretty well. If I go to his stats, he had running? He had rushing 3 carries for 18 yards, 1 longest 14, 1 TD, right? And he also had, I think, a reception 2 for 5, right? So he played some good snaps too. Connor Hayward linked up, I think, with Rudolph. They're only there's some takeaways that were bad. There could be a possibility now that Mason Rudolph might be fighting for quarterback number 2. Tanner Morgan didn't look very good, but he's playing with backups. He's going to be a practice squad guy. Rudolph looked better than I think Trubisky. Trubisky just doesn't look... I don't know what Trubisky looks like. He doesn't feel comfortable, I think, in a Steelers uniform. Somebody in my live chat said that Trubisky just doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel... Nothing really is outstanding with Trubisky. It's really bland. At least Rudolph gives you that chance to go down the field. He has a big arm and throws it to Calvin Austin. I thought overall, too, the Matt Canada thing got caught up. Like, I'm not a Matt Canada hater. Yes, I called him out last year. I said to everyone, I'm starting fresh this year. I think Matt Canada and the offense played really good football today. They moved the ball down the field, right? And even in the stats, too, like Kenny had a time, Connor had a time. I thought there were some players like Akeem Butler didn't really show up. I thought Cody White was given a chance at receiver. He made a few blunders too. I think he had like 1 catch, but he had a few drops here and there. And that was also the Trubisky pass over the top. And then Cody White, broke it up, did like a volleyball set and next minute. But also they moved around too. Calvin Austin got used in the jet sweep game. We saw him go for like a 19-yard carry. Overall, guys, I'm pretty happy. We should all be very happy. And over the next few days, I'll go into more detail. I'll have a chance to watch the game again. Hopefully I can do maybe a live tomorrow. We'll do a live, maybe a live Q&A tomorrow. We'll get the instant feedback from you guys. and, talk about our team because football's back, man. Football's back. So shout out to you guys that came to live chat today. Shout out to everyone in Steeler Nation. It is fantastic. There's something different about this team. I feel it. I sense it in Kenny. All the media gives Kenny so much rubbish. So much rubbish. They're saying we're going to finish fourth. They're saying he's a really bad quarterback. We talked about can he make a second step? Yes, he can. He can make a second step. So look, it's time. It's time to jump on the KP8 train. It really is. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. I'm super buggered, man. I'm tired as for a 3.5-hour stream. Wanted to get one video out there before we head to sleep with Steeler Nation. It's a win. Steelers win 27-17. I did say the Steelers going to win 27-10. That's okay. That's fine. I think next week we verse the Bills. And yeah, man, if you do like the content, stick around all week because I'll be doing a video every single day. And the Steelers are back. The Pittsburgh Steelers are back. I'll see you later.